You don't outgrow people. You outgrow the version of you who chose them. There comes a moment in life when you look around and realize that some of the people who once felt like home no longer fit. Conversations feel different. Energy feels heavier. The connection feels strained or forced. It's easy to assume that means you've outgrown them. But often, what's really happened is that you've outgrown the version of yourself who chose them. The friends, partners, or even family members you once aligned with matched a specific stage of your evolution. They reflect your wounds, your needs, your patterns, and the beliefs you held about yourself at the time. But as you heal, grow, and redefine who you are, those old reflections no longer fit the new version of you. That's not betrayal. That's growth. The mirror of who you were. Every person you've ever connected with was, in some way, a reflection of your state of being. When I look back on people I surrounded myself with during some of my darkest times, they mirror exactly where I was. Lost, seeking validation, people-pleasing, or trying to fill a void with distraction instead of truth. Those relationships weren't wrong. They were teachers. They held up a mirror to who I was, helping me see the parts of myself that needed to evolve. And when I did evolve, when I started setting boundaries, speaking my truth, and prioritizing peace over chaos, it's no wonder some of those relationships fell away. They weren't meant to walk with the healed version of me. You can love somebody deeply and still outgrow the person you were when you met them. Growth doesn't require guilt. Outgrowing people is one of the most painful and most freeing parts of becoming who you were meant to be. We tell ourselves that letting go means we've failed, abandoned, or betrayed the bond. But the truth is, we can honor what someone brought into our lives without needing to keep them there forever. Growth asks you to release guilt and step into gratitude, to thank the version of yourself that needed them, and then thank the version of yourself that's strong enough to move forward. You don't owe anyone a lifetime seat in your story just because they showed up in an earlier chapter. Honoring the evolution. Here's the beautiful thing. When you stop clinging to the relationships that no longer fit, you make space for connections that align with who you've become. When you choose authenticity over obligation, you'll attract people who see the real you, the one who's done the work, who's healing, who's learning, who's free. Not everyone is meant to grow beside you. Some were meant to help you begin the journey, and that's okay. You can love them, wish them well, and still continue on your path. Growth doesn't erase love. It just transforms it. Slay reflection. 1. Who in your life represents an old version of you? 2. How have your needs and values changed since you first connected? 3. What emotions come up when you think about letting go of relationships that no longer align? 4. How can you honor what they taught you while still moving forward? 5. What kind of energy or people do you want to attract in your life now? S. See who you've become with honesty and love. L. Let go of relationships that reflect your past pain. A. Align yourself with those who match your growth. Y. Yield to your evolution and trust the timing of connection. Call to action. Join the conversation. I'd love to hear from you. Who have you outgrown, and what did that teach you about yourself? Share your story in the comments. Let's cheer each other on. And if you know someone who's struggling to release what no longer fits, send this to them. Sometimes all we need is permission to grow. I'm Carrie Genzel, reading a blog from stateofslay.com. Slay on.